Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. The storm has mostly blown over. In last week's video, I told you that a 3-day winter storm was about to hit us, and it really did. We kind of just hunkered on inside and, you know, tried to weather it the best we can. But if you take a look outside right now, all of the limbs of the trees are bending over, almost touching the ground because of the weight of all of the ice that's built up. We've had a lot of ice rain and all of the snow as well. You can hear it when you walk. It's just a solid layer of ice that crunches down. It's pretty cool, but it's not the best situation. Today is a big week. We've got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to figure out right now to do with the motorcycle shipping to Europe later this spring. And then also we just got some news. As some of you might know, my brother Peter is on an expedition currently with the Expedition Overland guys. And they're going to be passing by the island on their way to one of their destinations. So they thought that they might as well stop in. So tomorrow afternoon, I believe, 6 members of the Expedition Overland crew are going to be stopping by the island, which means we have to get the island in, get some of the cabins ready and some of the beds so then everyone has a place to stay, and then also make sure that there's firewood in each of them so they can stay warm during these colder days. It's also going to be my brother's birthday when they arrive, which is awesome. We thought we were going to miss it, but Clay kind of surprised us by having them stop by. Right now, my dad's just trying to make sure that the fan boat's in top working condition so then we can ferry them all across the thin ice. In last week's video, you saw that we were having some issues with it, so hopefully we can get that all up and running and good to go. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'll talk to you a bit more about the motorcycle stuff, but that's been a really, really big task. It's been taking up a lot of my time, so I'm going to try and get all of this preparation work for when they arrive done as soon as I can, so that I can really start working on all that and make sure we're good to go by the end of May, right after my birthday. Well, it sounds like my dad got it up and running, and from what I can hear, it sounds a lot better than it did last time. There's also some ice breaking up a little bit closer. There's a little tiny rock island right next to our island, and my dad's just been going over that and it's been breaking up, so the ice is getting thinner. It's taking a lot longer than last year, but we are getting there. Yeah. Sounding a bit better though. Like when you were going, it sounded pretty good. Like when it was cold, it was popped a little bit, and then as soon as it got warmed up, it was totally fine. All right, so we just took turns driving to get the engine warmed up, and it sounds really good. It sounds totally normal now, which is nice. The big test will just be if it runs tomorrow when we have to pick everybody up. But so far, it's showing good signs, which is awesome. And also, Lando is feeling a lot better now. He's been kind of under the weather for the past couple days, just sleeping a lot, but now he's showing signs of having a lot more energy and his tail's wagging and he gets excited again. So always good to have Lando back in action.
So we're just running into town. Daniel's going to go up to the small town, do garbage recycling, and pick up a few things for us. Man, I wish their bakery was open up there because that would have been just perfect. But we're going to be taking a ton of fuel out, empty jerry cans, filling that up, and running to get supplies in the big town for the boat and for food for 8 guys. So that's a lot of food. But we're really excited and can't wait to get there and get back because it's like down to a couple hours. So we don't have much time. So hopefully we get everything done. Lando's going to be taking care of the cabin while we're away. He's still not 100%, but he's so much better. And it's nice to see him a little like wagging his tail and coming on walks with us. Right, little guy? And he's eating and everything seems to be regular, but he's just a little bit weak from it all, I think. So he'll rest up. Bye, little guy. Bye, little guy. You get cozy. It's cold. Crazier than I thought. Something I was hesitant to wear my flotation suit, but after that I was like, thank you Lord.
Perfect. Finally, we've been trying to get the white Jeep going for a while now. It was so cold and the batteries were dead. Oh, feels good to have it going. I'm going to crank the heat and hopefully by the time I go down and grab the last few jerry cans, it's warm enough where I'm not seeing my breath. That was quite the adventure getting out here and then getting everything ready to go. Whew. Those guys coming up from Montana are gonna have quite the surprise with how it is getting across the ice right now. That was really, that was probably the most difficult lake crossing yet with the fan boat, just because the ice is in a weird thinning process where like certain spots are thinner than others, so you're breaking through and then popping out, and it just makes it a really, really bumpy ride, which is, you know, obviously the fan boat can handle it, but it's still a bit sketchy when you're sitting on the front seat. As the driver, it's not that big of a deal because you're so high up, you don't really, you know, notice. But on the front seats, you're right by the water, so. Well, anyways, we made it out, got everything good. We've got a couple hours before they arrive. I'm gonna be heading into the smaller town up here, and my parents are going to be heading into the bigger city a couple hours away. And hopefully we can all meet back at roughly the same time with all the supplies we need to weather the rest of this cold weather, and also to host the Expedition Overland crew. Oh, winter just doesn't want to let go, does it? I think it's my fault for jinxing a while ago. I was like, oh, it's basically spring. And then winter just went wham. And we got a huge rainstorm. I've been getting photos and videos from my cousins and family down south, and they got hit by the same storm. And there's like trees falling all over the road, and the power's out on a lot of the roads. It's pretty bad. So yeah, winter just had to get one more jab in. At least it gives a true Canadian experience to everybody coming up. Well, I'm just gonna keep heading into town. We got a few things to do, and I'll talk to you guys if we see a moose or something along the way, but if not, I'll see you guys in town. Well, I got a bit of time before some of the stores I need to head to open, so I'm just gonna grab some breakfast. But take a look at this. A few weeks ago, I think, one of my earlier videos, I showed you guys the ice here in the channel in town, and it was almost completely frozen, but now you can see a little bit of it has opened up, which is awesome. Hopefully it won't be too long until the Herbert's Fish and Chips fishing boat can head back out and start fishing again, because I would love to get some fish and chips there. That's always kind of the telltale marker of spring arriving, is when Herbert's opens up. Well, that was nice. I showed up a little bit early. They're in the middle of their transition to spring and summer meals and stuff, so they technically weren't open, but they let me come in and order something anyway, which was really nice. I was pretty hungry and got a nice coffee, so I'm ready to get the rest of the stuff I need done. And the Expedition Overland crew should be showing up in the next few hours here. Ew, well, my glasses are all wonky. Finally kind of turning into a nice day today. The sun came out and some of the ice at least is starting to melt. I saw down in Muskoka, a few hours south, that it's pretty wild down there. They got hit a lot harder than we did, and they've got trees falling over all over the place, and it looks like a mess, so I'm glad we didn't get hit that hard. That would have been bad. There's a few trees on the island that I'm kind of keeping an eye on just because they already didn't look too good. Luckily, from what I can tell, none of them have fallen yet, so whew, that's a good thing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on. Well, the Jeep's not starting. Probably shouldn't have turned it off. Fingers crossed, everybody. Come on. Oh. Whew. Ooh. That was about to be bad. Alrighty. I was able to click that little button thing on the batteries. I'm not sure what it is or what it's called. But it worked. It got it going. Well, we got it all done a lot faster than we thought. We still got about 2 hours before they arrive, so we're going to try and get everything we picked up over to the lake and maybe get a couple fires going inside the cabins that they'll be staying in, just to have it all ready when they arrive. Weird.
We better take some balaclavas for them.
I think they're here now. They hit our road a while ago, so that usually means about 40 minutes or so until they reach the marina. My dad just headed out on the fan boat to go pick them up, and he's probably gonna have to take a couple loads because including the driver, you can only have 3 people on that really, and I think there's 6 of them, so probably 3 loads. But I got all the fires going in all the cabins, trying to warm them up, and I think everything else is good. So we're really excited to have him here, have him visit. We've been talking with Clay basically since we first met him, like 5 or 6 years ago, talking about how he should come up for a visit, and it just so happened that it would work out on one of their expeditions, and that Peter's on that expedition, and it's his birthday. So everything worked out, the stars really aligned, and yeah, we're just really excited to have him here. And they should be pulling up any minute now. Here. There's new friends coming for you. How's it going, guys? Yeah, how is it coming across? Oh yeah? Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I know, yeah. Sigh. See you, man.
Sheen, I thought it went under because everything happened so fast. It was sitting over there idling, and I was like, "This is after it had a fan boat." We didn't have it at the time, but we were talking to a guy, and we were, thinking about it.
Well, we're about to head out again. We're making our way to the easternmost point of Canada and then beyond on more adventures. So I have to say goodbye to the island again, but I'll be back in a bit before setting off to Europe on our next trip with XL.
Oh, it was awesome. Felt so weird, you know? We've been talking about it for years. Yeah. I know this is a little bit of a jump from the last time I was filming, but I promise I'll explain everything that's going on soon. But whoa, it's icy. We're heading off the island now. Lando, come here. Come on. Let's go, little buddy. We're heading off the island, head into town for a couple of reasons. Just bringing down all of the bags right now, and our friend from the island here, Dan, is going to bring his fan boat and drop us all off at the marina. Well, Dan made it. He's gonna take my dad with a bit of our gear and then come get me and my mom. I've just been spending the morning packing all of my camera gear, like my laptop and all my editing equipment, as well as my motorcycle gear, because I did end up getting my M2 motorcycle, so basically my full motorcycle license test booked for the 10th of, the 14th of April. So I'll need my helmet and my motorcycle gear, and depending on in Ontario which test you go for, they will have motorcycles there that you can use if you don't own one. And since I can't legally ride mine in Canada until I get it certified, I'll probably be using one of theirs. So I got all my motorcycle equipment. I've got all of the motorcycle paperwork so I can take it in and get certified. And yeah, I think I've got absolutely everything I need, and we're ready to leave the island for a few days. Wish we didn't have to go, but I'm kind of looking forward to getting off at the same time. It's kind of a weird feeling. This time of year is just, it's pretty hard between the seasons. It just makes everything very difficult, and with Lando. He's feeling a lot better today. If you watched last week's video, you know he's a little bit under the weather, but since we're going to get out, we want to take him into the vet just to have him checked out. I'm pretty sure he's fine, and he's doing good, so it's just a precaution, but better safe than sorry, especially when it comes to our little friend Lando. And yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit more later. Right now, I'm just kind of racking my brain to make sure I'm not leaving anything behind. We are going to be coming back to the island, of course. We're probably going to be down there for about a week, maybe a week and a half before we come back. And hopefully by then, all the ice is melted so we can take our boats across and not have to worry about the ice anymore. But during this time where we can't do much is going to be when we try and get everything sorted so that the last bit of time we have up here, we don't have to worry about all that. We can just enjoy it, and I can work on my cabin and stuff. And then we can go on the Europe trip without, you know, being like, oh, I forgot this, or we didn't do this. So yeah, it's just going to be a lot of work for the next week and a half-ish, just working on logistical things and shutting down the island, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm just going to carry all my bags down, get everything ready for when Dan picks us up, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on inside of the Jeep. Lando just went on the fan boat there. You can see he was wagging his tail. He was all excited about it. Lando is a dog that really, really loves machines and going for rides to them, and especially running in front of them, but he doesn't really like running on the ice, so he's probably looking forward to spring even more than I am, where he can just run for miles on long roads and trails in front of the Jeeps and trucks, and it's good to see him a little bit healthier. Hey, Dad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, thanks.
That was like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there today. That all been
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
looked at it, yeah.
I'd love to look at that.
The deer that were on there,
Mhm.
same deer too, when you were young.
Yeah. All right, guys, so I thought I'd just briefly explain what happened and what led to us leaving the island a little bit early. You can go to my parents' channel, The Epic Family Road Trip, to get the full story, but basically after we had a great time with Clay and the crew and Peter for his birthday, we dropped them all off here at the marina. As you know, Lando's been not feeling too good, and he got a little bit worse that night. So we decided to come take Lando in, and since we're already going across the lake, we decided that it'd be a good time to get a lot of the motorcycle stuff I need done completed, and then also to kind of do a rough a test camping setup for the truck that my parents will be taking to Europe. And also, we've been on the island for a long time now, and we're all kind of getting the itch to go out for a bit. So we're just going to be camping for the next few days, and then as soon as the ice breaks up a little bit more, we'll head back to the island for the final preparation and stuff. All right, we made it to the vet, and Lando's gonna go in to get a little checkup right now. I think Lando was a little cabin sick as well, because the second he heard the fan boat and hopped in and got all excited, he looked so much healthier. And even out here, like the whole drive, he was just looking out the window and super cozy. Yeah, I think he really liked having some stimulation and getting to move around a bit more.
Yeah. I know, that's what I was saying. As soon as I started it, he's like, where are we going? Nando, you're a funny dog. You having a bit of seasonal depression or something? the winter was too long for you? I don't know. He's still no. That being said, I mean he's perky and everything, but last night he was, you know, not doing his best. So we'll get him looked at, see what's wrong down there, and get him eating again, and hopefully it won't be too big of a deal, right, Lando?
Well, guys, Lando's going to be in there for about an hour now. They're just doing an x-ray on him. So I'm going to head back to the marina and leave him here with my parents. And I'm going to be taking a look at the motorcycles. They've been, you know, overwintering under the covers there. So I'm assuming we'll probably have to get new chains and stuff and do an oil change and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully they're all right. I'm excited to take a look, and hopefully, you know, there's nothing too much wrong with them, and I'll probably take them into town tomorrow to get certified. But yeah, it's a sunny day. We got Lando in, so I'm feeling pretty good. So the motorcycle seems pretty good. Started up as soon as I put the key in, and that's always a good sign. I was kind of worried, you know, you never know what to expect when your motorcycle's been sitting for a while. I'm not going to run it as much as possible until I kind of clean everything out, but it's just good to know that everything's functioning as it should be. I'm going to bring it up to this top level here by the two Jeeps, just because it's a little bit drier, there's less snow, and I can look at it and work on it if need be a lot easier.
Are you all drowsy, little guy? Oh, poor little guy. You're just staring on blank stare. Are you still all drowsy?
Well, we got it out. There's almost a foot of snow going up the driveway, so just revved the engine while me and my dad pushed, and we were able to get it up. But it's here now, it's running fine, it's great. Everything looks alright. The chain is obviously pretty rusty, but should be able to get all that good before we take it in to get serviced and then also to get it certified. Well, this is where I'm going to be sleeping for the next little while. In the back of the white Jeep, in the JXL extended cab Jeep. And although it's a little messy right now, it gets super cozy back here. I'm also going to get our Webasto heater going. You can hear it right now, just heating up. So we will be nice and toasty tonight. I'm not going to sleep up in this top bed. I'm just going to lift up the roof and use that as storage for my bags. And I'm going to lay a sleeping mat down here and just sleep on the flat goose gear. I'm going to get my bed set up. I'll show you guys a bit of what that looks like. And then the main thing is just we got to find out a way to get the motorcycle into town so I can get it certified. Right now we don't have our trailer, so we'll probably have to go rent one and then bring it in that way. Alright guys, here's the bed set up right now. It's a little bit rough, but got Lando sleeping right there. And then I got my foam mattress with my sleeping bag. And tons of room going back. I got my pillow propped up right now so that I can sit and watch a movie. And I'll just hop inside and show you a bit more. So yeah, there's tons of room back here. You could easily put like a queen-sized mattress and sleep with a lot more room if you wanted to. But since I have Lando in here and it's just me, I got my little inflatable, and it actually is so comfy in here. There's something about having 4 solid walls when you're camping, and with such a small package, you know, with just a Jeep, you don't even need anything bigger than that to be completely waterproof and warm. I didn't end up putting up the top bunk here, just because, you know, to keep as much heat in as I can. I got it like this. I obviously will crack a window right before bed, but while I stay up, it's just kind of nice to have everything closed and keep as much heat as possible. I also got this little setup right here where I can put my phone and watch Basil Rathbone, Sherlock Holmes. This one is the Hound of the Baskervilles. It's really cozy and really good. So yeah, I got a pretty cozy setup here for the night. It's not going to get too cold, so I think I'll be fine even without the Wabasto just for the night. Tomorrow's going to be colder, so I'll have to get that going. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a video here and probably head to bed pretty soon. It's been a really big week with everything to do with Lando and packing up everything to leave the island for a bit. And of course, the amazing visit we had from the Expedition Overland crew for Peter's birthday. It was really great to see Clay and all of them, and I wish you guys all the best on your adventure. As always, thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing me. And as always, a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my Patreon channel. Your support really means a lot, and it helps me to be able to keep doing what I love doing and bringing you guys new content each week. And as always, I will see you guys for another adventure next time.